Hey YouTube, welcome to the Buzz Studio. So in this video, I'm going to talk about DAWs. There is a common myth that some DAW is better than the other. Well, this is not solely true. In every DAW, you can produce professionally sounding tracks. Now, every DAW is unique than the other in some sense that it has some features that the other doesn't have, or it facilitates some kind of music genres that the other can't. But that doesn't really make it superior to the other in the sense that it can produce better sounding tracks. No, it's not actually true. To sound professionally, to get professionally sounding tracks from any DAW, you need to get into the depth of the DAW, learn the several features, and only then can you achieve the level of sound or mix you are wanting to. Otherwise, you'll not reach that level. Now, some say that Pro Tools is the best in the market. Well, the case is that Pro Tools is universally accepted. That is, in most major studios, you'll find that Pro Tools is the DAW that they use. So in that sense, it is most widely accepted. It's not really better than everything else, but it's just widely accepted. And as a result, if you record something in Pro Tools, you can take it around to any studio and you'll be sure that you can play it there. Whereas if you have some other kind of DAWs like Cubase or Nuendo, you are not really sure that the studio you are going to will have the software to play what you have recorded. Okay, so moving on. If you have a certain DAW and you are finding it that the mixes or tracks you produce with it are not really sounding great, and your friend or someone else whom you are looking at, he or she uses some other DAW and they attain a better mix. Well, the problem is not with the DAW. The problem is that they know a little better than you do. I mean, the software or DAW they are using, they know it better than you do. As a result, they can get into the mix. I mean, they can get into the software and use all the features available to make the best mix that is possible. Whereas you don't know all the features of your DAW, and as a result, you are not being able to reach there. So instead of just going into the market and buying the DAW that people say is better than the other, and just by getting the DAW, you'll be able to produce better sounding tracks, it's not actually true. Any DAW you have, if you can learn it well, if you can have it at your fingertips, every feature, every effect you have, every kind of processes you have there, if you can learn them all and learn them in a manner and apply them in a manner that makes sense, I mean that makes your sound better, then definitely your sound will be better. Let me tell you that you can find people, many audio engineers who use different DAWs other than Pro Tools, and they produce professionally sounding tracks in the DAW they have. For example, if you have Cubase, you can find engineers in the market who produce their tracks in Cubase and they sound as professional as the others do in Pro Tools. So the DAW is not the real important factor here. The real important factor that you should look at is your knowledge and the depth of your knowledge and the way you apply things in your DAW. Also, for a good recording, you should also look at the sound other than the software. If you have a really good song, a really good arranged one, a well arranged, well edited one, it will sound naturally better. So the software is not the real thing in getting a very good mix. You should concentrate on knowledge of the DAW, sound of the tracks, and factors like these that affect the sound and not the DAW. Okay, working in Pro Tools is a little easier than working in Cubase or Nuendo. Yeah, I admit that. But it's not that if you go and buy Pro Tools, you'll be instantly better than you were the previous day. It's not so. It was never so. If you start learning Pro Tools, then as the days go by, you'll become better. But instead of learning an entirely new DAW, all you can do is concentrate on the one you have, the one you know, and invest your time and money to learn it better so that you can produce even more professionally sounding tracks. So that's all. That was how the DAWs work. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button and do comment.